Hi, this is Archana, Assistant Professor of Mechanical Engineering from St. Martin Engineering College. Okay, today I am going to describe about to a fluid power system. So, fluid power system is one of the technology. It deals with power generation and controlling the power and transfer the power. So, when the fluid, when the working fluid is liquid, so those systems are called hydraulic system. When the working fluid is gas or air, so those systems are known as pneumatic system. So basically fluid power system is one of the technology to transfer the energy. So by using of actuators, actuators also different types. So those actuators are hydraulic or pneumatic, that is based on working fluid only. Okay, see for example, working fluid is liquid, that is either water or kerosene or oil, whatever it is, the working fluid is liquid. So that those systems are known as hydraulic systems only. Okay, so in that case, the actuator, the conversion of energy by using of actuator only. So the actuator is mainly used to whatever the steam. So the water. So the whatever the working fluid is liquid, it is converted into mechanical energy. So by using of hydraulic actuators only. Those are used in hydraulic system only. For example, one oil tank is there. So see here, generally, so when working fluid is liquid, so the liquid means oil. So from the oil that is sent to the through the direction valve, the oil is flowing through the direction control valve. It changes the, it controls the pressure and at the same time flow and at the same time direction. So to directly it's sent to the actuator. So what is the actuator type here? Hydraulic actuator. So in that actuator, it converts directly whatever the oil is there. So that is converted into mechanical energy. So after completing the process, again using the direction control valve, again return to the oil tank. So that is about hydraulic systems only. So same as pneumatic systems also happen. So see here, fluid power is the technology that deals with the generation, control and transmission of power using pressurized fluids. Okay, so fluid power is called hydraulics when the fluid is a liquid, and is called pneumatics when the fluid is gas. So either working fluid is liquid, so those systems are hydraulic systems. When the gas or air is the working fluid is called pneumatic system. Okay, see, hydraulic systems use liquids such as petroleum oils, synthetic oils and water, and pneumatic system use air as the gas medium because air is abundant and can be readily exhausted into the atmosphere after completing its assigned task. For example, we consider pneumatic system. So the air is comes from atmosphere only. So we collecting air from atmosphere that is directly sent to the air filter. Okay, what is the use of air filter? Any dirt particles are there. So by using of air filter, we can remove the air dirt particles. After that, the air directly sent to the compressor. So in compressor, to compress the air, when air is compressed, then automatically pressure will be rises. When pressure rises, then automatically temperature also rises. So that is the use of compressor. So after that, the whatever the compressor is there, so through the pressure regulator, so that is sent to the through the direction control valve. So after that the direction control valve, it is directly sent to the pneumatic actuator. So here working fluid is air. So that is the reason here we are using pneumatic actuator. So in pneumatic actuator, it converts whatever the air is there, that is converted into mechanical energy. So the remaining after completing the process, pneumatic actuator process, so the remaining air is directly released to the atmosphere. So that is about fluid power system. And next here, so when the hydraulic systems is there, such as liquids, so petroleum, oils, and next synthetic oils and water. So next one, components. So components of hydraulic system. Generally, so we have to observe any power plant or any cycle layout. So in that case, components are very useful. So by using of components, we can easily note down the what is the procedure about that. So here components are mainly oil tank and pump and motor and actuator and direction valve and last piping system. So these are the main components of hydraulic system. So what is the use of oil tank? Okay, so oil tank is to hold the oil. See here, So there are 6 basic components required in a hydraulic system. First one is a tank. So it is also known as a reservoir. Okay. So to hold the oil, so whatever the oil is used here, so the tank is to hold the oil. And second one, a pump to pour the oil through the system, means to increase the pressure. Okay, when the oil is passing through the pump, so what happened? So the pump is used to send the oil from tank to, and next one next to the direction control bar. Before that, the oil is sent to the tank to the pump. So pump is to force the oil through the system, and electric motor. So here one motor is there. So what is the use of motor? So the motor is completely used to drive the pump. Okay, the pump is not working without any source. So they want source, right? So that is the reason here in hydraulic system, one pump is placed. The pump is used the pump is used to drive the used to flow the force flow to the system. So motor is used to drive the pump. Whatever valve, so here we have to use one type of valve, that is the direction control valve, that is a DC. So DC, we simply remember here control valves is DCV. DCV. Okay, direction control valves. Okay, it controls those valves are used to control the direction, and second, and the one thing is a pressure, and at the same time flow rate. So that is the use of direction control valve. See here, control valve is the 3 points. It consists of 3 points. One is the off button. Second one is the on button. Okay, forward direction. And third one is the return button. Why? Because so direction control valves is mainly used to control the direction and flow rate and also pressure. So in here, in point 1 is to when you want to stop the procedure, immediately you have to click the 1.1. Okay, if you want to forward the direction, forward the flow, so from the pressure valve, from the pressure regulator, you have to send the flow through the direction valve to actuator. So in that case, you have to click the second option, that is that is second one, so forward option only. So third one, return. So after completing the working of actuator, you can click third button, so it is directly sent back to the oil tank. Okay, so what is the use of oil tank? It it holds the oil. Okay, whatever the remaining oil is there, so again sent to the oil tank, and the oil tank is to collect the oil. Okay, that is the use of direction control valve. So that is main use of DCV, and it consists of 3 points use. Okay, next fourth one, an actuator. So actuator is mainly used to convert the energy from one form to another form, but according to our requirement, according to type of systems, so we have to select it one, so that those are depend on the type of working fluid only. Okay, here this is a hydraulic system. Okay, hydraulic system, in hydraulic system the working fluid is liquid. So liquid means here the working fluid is oil. Okay, the working fluid is oil. So here whatever the actuator is there, the actuator is hydraulic actuator only. We know number of actuators are there. Okay, for example hydraulic and pneumatic, but here working fluid is oil. So that is the reason we are using hydraulic actuator. Okay, here clearly mentioned the actuator is hydraulic. Okay, hydraulic actuator. Hydraulic actuator. So the hydraulic actuator to convert the pressure of the oil into mechanical force to do the useful work. So whatever the pressure oil is there, so the pressure of oil is directly converted into mechanical energy. So mechanical force. So after that, so the remaining oil is there, the oil is directly sent to the oil tank. So before that you have to click third button. Okay, you have to click compulsory third button. So that is a return to the oil tank. Return. Okay, next piping system. Last one is the piping system. So the piping system to carry the oil from one location to another location. If you want to forward the direction of oil, so you have to click second button. If you want to return back to the return back oil to from actuator to the oil tank, so you have to click third button. Okay, so that is the difference between 2 and 3. So both systems are based on piping system only. So here piping is to carry the oil from one place to another place. So this is about components of hydraulic system. Now we have to discuss about so the schematic diagram of hydraulic system. Now we have to discuss here clearly what are the components are involved and what is the working here. So for example, first one is a oil tank. So we already discussed hydraulic system consists of 6 components, right? So in that 6 component, first component is oil tank. So here see once observe here, this is a oil tank. Okay, this is the oil tank. So in that oil tank, the oil is stored with oil. Okay, so it is collected from return to the first, it is mainly filled with full of oil. So from the oil tank, the whatever the filter is there, the filter collect the oil. Okay, the filter collect the oil and to filter the oil. So what is the reason filter here? What is the reason to prepare filterization? So because to remove any dust particles. Okay, to remove any dust particles, any air bubbles are there, anything remaining uncondensed stream like that, it consisted. So that is the reason by using a filter we have to remove the all extracted, okay, uncondensable stream, okay, dust particles, the whatever there are there, so those are removed by filter only. Okay, that is a use of filter. Clear? So after filterization of oil, so that is directly sent to the pump. Okay, that is direct after filterization, whatever the oil is collected from oil tank, so the oil directly sent to the pump. So what is the use of pump? So we already discussed the pump is used to force the oil to the system, right? So what is the use? To increase the pressure. Okay, so that is the use of pump. So see here after filterization, so the oil is directly sent to the pump. Okay, directly sent to the pump. So pump is forced to the oil to the system. So that is through the pressure regulator valve. What is the pressure regulator valve use? So see here. So when pressure of the oil it reaches maximum, then it is automatically run by enter to the next step. So before that here motor is there. Motor is there. So what is the use of motor? So why we are placed here? Motor is used to drive the pump. So the motor is used to mainly to drive the pump. Okay. So that is the use of pump and that is the use of motor. So after pump, so the oil of the pressure will reaches the maximum pressure. So after that, that is directly sent to the DCV. See what is the DCV? Direction control valve. So here we have 3 points. Okay, three points are there. So first point 1, 2, 3. So first one is the off. Okay, first button means off, and second one is the return forward, and third one is a return. Okay, so if you want to forward motion of the oil, so you directly select second point, or if you want to send the oil to the backward direction, return to the tank, so you have to click return, third button. Okay, see here, so after completing the pressure regulator, you directly supply oil to the direction control valve. So here direction control valve is used to control the pressure, flow rate at the same time direction. Okay, see, so it is directly sent to the after direction valve to the actuator. Okay, remember. So here actuator is there. So what is the use of actuator? To convert energy from one form to another form. But here which type of actuator is used? Which type of actuator is used? Hydraulic actuator. Why? Because here working fluid is oil. Okay, oil means liquid. So the working fluid is liquid. So that is oil. So that is the reason. So here actuator type is hydraulic actuator. Hydraulic actuator we are placed. Okay. So the hydraulic actuator is used to convert whatever the oil force is there, that is directly converted into useful mechanical work. Okay. So when load is when oil is directly sent to the actuator, when load is applied, the actuator is to convert oil force of the oil into mechanical force for useful work. So after completing the mechanical force, so that again you have to click here third button, so that is a return button. So here the oil is passing through the direction control valve, so that is directly sent to the oil tank. So that is the return. Okay, whatever the oil is there, so after completing the actuator process, so that is directly sent through direction control valve and sent back to the oil tank. So that is the working principle of hydraulic actuator, hydraulic system and hydraulic actuator. So what is the hydraulic actuator working here? To convert oil force of the oil into mechanical force for useful work. So hydraulic system, what is the hydraulic system working principle? Oil from oil tank is there, and here from the oil we have to convert what is the oil force is there, so that is converted into mechanical energy. So how many components here? Total 6 components. So for a component, one is the oil tank, and second one is the pump, and third one is the motor, and fourth one is the direction control valve, and fifth one is the direction actuator, and last sixth one is the piping system. So by using of piping system, we have to send whatever the oil is there. So the oil is sent from one place to another place. So that is a working principle. Generally you have to remember, so the hydraulic systems are used to convert whatever the oil force is there, that is converted into mechanical force. Okay, so now you have to look on hydraulic system video, so you get one clear idea about this. See here, this is a hydraulic system. Generally motor is placed above the system. So this is a shaft and motor and shaft, and this is a pump. So pump is driven by motor only. Okay, so here filter is placed. So the filter is mainly used for filterization. Okay, filterization to remove the dust particles, any unwanted steam is there, so those are removed by filter only. So reservoir is mainly used to collect the oil and store the oil only. So once observe here, so here clearly observe, this is a direction control valve and this is a hydraulic actuator. So when load is removed and open, so how it is oil is converted. So once observe here. Okay, high pressure and low pressure. So here pressure is high. Okay, once observe this, so you get clear idea. So that is the reason. Here once observe here, what is the high pressure and low pressure is there. See here. So working. Okay, once observe here, this is a high pressure and this is a low pressure oil. Okay, so that is the reason. And changer, and these are the components and working principle of hydraulic system. Are you clear? I am okay. Next one. So what is the next type of system? See here. Sixth one, pneumatic system. Okay, so we discuss fluid power systems are generally classified into two types. One is the hydraulic system and second one is the pneumatic system. So hydraulic system is over, right? So next, pneumatic system. So what is the difference between pneumatic and hydraulic mates? So when the working fluid in fluid power system, whatever it is there, so when the working fluid is liquid, okay, that is either oil or petroleum or diesel, whatever it is, but the working fluid is liquid, so those systems are called hydraulic system. When the working fluid is gas or air, so those systems are called pneumatic system. So up to now we discussed about hydraulic systems. Now I am going to discuss about pneumatic system. So pneumatic systems working principle. In that pneumatic system, what is the working fluid? Air. Okay, air or gas, but here I am using air. So here first, pneumatic systems have components that are similar to those used in hydraulic system only. Okay, little bit same but not totally same. But here the working fluid is air. So what is the first one? Air tank, and second one is the air and a compressor, and third one is a motor, and fourth one is the valves, and fifth one is the actuators. Okay, so what is the first one? Air tank. So air tank is used to collect the air. So where we have to collect the air? From the atmosphere only, right? So the air is collected by atmosphere and that is directly sent to the filter. Okay, filter is used to filter the air. Okay, so what is the use of filterization? To remove the dust particles, water bubbles and uncondensed steam. So these all are cleared by, okay, filtered by filter component only. So after filterization, we enter to the second component, compressor. Okay, compressor here. So what is the use of compressor? To compress the air. So when air is compressed, what happened? So the pressure of air will be increases, right? So once I show one layout of pneumatic system, you get clear idea about this. Okay, so what is the, how many components here we are using? Remember or not? So see, totally we are using 5 components. So those components are similar to hydraulic system only. Similar to hydraulic system only. So what is the difference? So working fluid is the difference. Okay, see here I am using one type of component. Okay, for example, hydraulic system. So what is the difference between hydraulic and pneumatic system? Hydraulic systems and pneumatic system. So I draw one difference between hydraulic and pneumatic here. So first difference is the, for example, here first, what is the first difference? Working fluid. So working fluid is the difference between hydraulic system and pneumatic system. In hydraulic system, working fluid is liquid. So hydraulic system in liquid. So what about pneumatic system? Working fluid. Working fluid is gas or air. Gas or air. So what about second difference? Actuator type. Okay, remember. So this is the difference between hydraulic system and pneumatic system. Second one is the actuator type. Oh, here actuator type is hydraulic. Hydraulic actuator, and here actuator type is the pneumatic. Actuator type is pneumatic. So now you have to observe. So both are perform same function, same procedure only. But here the actuator, hydraulic actuator is used to convert. So whatever the flow is there, okay, whatever the oil force is there, so that is converted into mechanical force. So same here, actuator, pneumatic actuator. So it is used to convert the air force. The air force is directly converted into mechanical force by using a pneumatic actuator. So here in hydraulic system, so the main components are there: oil tank, and next second one is the pump, motor, direction control valve, okay, direction control valve, and actuator, and third one piping system. But here in pneumatic system we are using generally first air compressor. Okay, what is the use of air compressor? To compress the air. So when the air of the pressure will be increases. So that is the reason. So here main component of the pneumatic system is air compressor. And what is the second one? Filter. And third one is the motor and DCV. And next one is the actuator. And last one is the piping system. Okay, piping system. So this is a major difference between hydraulic system and pneumatic system. Are you clear? Now I am entering to the brief explanation about pneumatic system. Okay, see, in pneumatic system we already know components are 6. So first component is oil tank. So this is in hydraulic system is oil tank, but here component is air tank. Okay, what is the use of air tank? See here, an air tank is used to store a given volume of compressed air. Okay, to given a compressed air. So means after collecting the air from the atmosphere, it is directly sent to the compressor. When compress the air. And second one, compressor. A compressor is compress the air. And third one, electric motor. Electric motor is used to drive the compressor. So when compressor is run by any source, so but here a source is air, electric motor only. And next component is valve. So here valves are we are using which type of valve? Direction control valve. Direction control valve, DCV. So it controls pressure and flow rate, and next one direction. So these three operations performed by only DCV valve only. So direction control valve. So the direction control valve is same as hydraulic system only. So here also it controls the direction, flow rate of air and also pressure. Okay. Next, actuators. So here actuator type is pneumatic. So in pneumatic, actuators are used to convert whatever the air force is there. The air force is directly converted into mechanical force for useful work. Okay, so these are the component. And last one, piping, to carry the pressurized air from one location to another location. That is a piping system. So generally piping system is also used in hydraulic system. It is also same. Okay, next one. So this is a schematic diagram of pneumatic system. It is also same as hydraulic system. So once observe this diagram, you get clear idea about this. So this is the air comes from atmosphere only, right? So that is directly sent to the air filter. So what is the use of filter? Air filter to remove the end dust particle, uncondensing water bubbles, whatever it is there. So that is removed by air filter only. So after air filter, it is directly sent to the compressor. So here in compressor, it compresses the air when pressure is reaches high. Next, after in compressor run by motor only by using a power supply. Okay, up to now clear. Next, after completing air compressor, we have to send to the air cooler. So through air cooler, it is sent to the storage reservoir. Means a tank of air. So it collect the air and that is directly sent to the DCV, direction control valve. In direction control valve, it consists of same as hydraulic system. So 3 points are there: on, off button, return button and forward button. So first I click two button, forward direction. So the air is comes from storage reservoir. So that is directly sent to the actuator here through direction control valve. So in actuator, it converts the whatever the air force is there, that is sent to the what mechanical force. So after completing actuator process, I am clicking third button through direction valve. The air is directly released to the atmosphere. Clear? So this is the working principle of pneumatic system. So both are same, but only two changes are there. Two differences are there. One is the working fluid and second one is the type of actuator. So now I am explained about next. Generally, why we have to use these type of systems means advantages. So here advantages of fluid systems. Generally, fluid power systems are simple and easy to operate. So there is no litigation, there is no hotness. So it is easily operate. And next, multiplication and variation of forces. And next, multifunction control, low speed, constant force, torque, economical, low weight. Okay, see, simply remember, easily available and easily operate, multifunctional, and torque and speed, constant speed. Okay, so this is the reason advantage. This is the reasons are advantages of fluid power system. Okay, next one, applications. So generally these type of power systems are used in agriculture. Next, aviation, building industry, construction equipment, defense, fabrication, food, foundry, material handling. So based on our requirement, we have to use this type of fluid power system. But not only single power system, it consists of two power system, right? So one is hydraulic systems and second one is a pneumatic system. So based on our requirement, we have to choose, because we have to enter so type of working fluid only. So if you want to proceed with, okay, start with the working fluid is liquid, so then you directly enter to the hydraulic system only. So then in other cases the working fluid is air, so in that cases you have to enter to the second type, that is a pneumatic system. So you directly enter to the pneumatic system selected. Okay, clear. So these are the applications. Now finally I describe about different types of hydraulic fluids. So here, based on your requirement, you have to use that is water or petroleum or any chemical. See here I have total 5. So water, petroleum oils, water, glycol, water, oil and phosphate ester. So these are the different types of hydraulic fluids only. So when you have to enter to the hydraulic system, so you have to select apart from these 5. Okay, so generally we selected water only, so the either oil only. So now see, these are the majorly 5 types of hydraulic fluids power systems. Okay, next one, properties. So properties of hydraulic system, generally viscosity index, acceleration stability and lubricity. So generally we have to focus on these 4 points of properties of hydraulic system. Okay, so this is about fluid power system and types of fluid power system. So fluid power system is a technology which deals with power control and direction and transformation controlling purpose. So generally fluid power systems are 2 types. One is the hydraulic power system and second one is a pneumatic power system. Thank you.